see their graduate cross the stage without any disturbance. So we would ask everyone to follow these 3 points. Please turn all mobile phones to silent. Please remain in the hall until the ceremony has closed. But if young children get restless, please see your nearest door steward, who will show you to a viewing room where you and your child can still see the ceremony. Now, as the processions enter the hall, please stand.
I declare this congregation open. Please be seated. I preside over this ceremony as Chancellor of the University, an office which is held by each Lord Mayor of Birmingham. And I'm delighted to have this opportunity to participate in such a wonderful celebration of our students' achievements. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to give the opening address.
Chancellor, Lady Mayoress, Lord Lieutenant, Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, our graduands. As Vice-Chancellor of the University, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you all to this morning's awards congregation. It's great actually to see so many of you here this morning with your friends, your family, in what I hope you agree is a splendid location in which we can celebrate your success in the achievements of our students this morning. One of the great pleasures that I have leading a university is to participate in these ceremonies, and we've had about 5 of them in the last couple of weeks, celebrating your success, because very much from the day you applied to join us and to study with us, everything that we've been doing together has been leading up to this very day. It's a day to really mark the point of the completion of your studies and success to date, and you are truly the successful class of 2014. And 2014 was an incredibly busy year for the university. We opened our new Parkside building, a centre for design and media down in the east side part of the city, and we've continued to build further elements of our campus down there with a new Curzon building, which will be completed later this year. We also launched the Birmingham City University International College in Bourneville, which will help us to increase the number of international students progressing into the university. And we sponsored our first school, the City Road Primary Academy School, as part of the Birmingham City University Academies Trust, contributing to the development and the progression and improvement of education here in the city. We held our inaugural Inspired Festival, which was a great way to showcase the creative talent of many of our students studying creative and cultural related courses here in the university. And you'll be also interested to know that we as a university continue to be incredibly popular as many more students choose to study with us here at BCU. And one of the particular highlights I had over the past year was working with a lot of our students on the Extra Mile Awards, which was a way in which we recognise staff and students who have made exceptional contributions to the university community over the past year. And you can read more about that in your congregation brochure today, which says a little bit more about the Extra Mile Awards. And whilst you were completing your studies over the course of the last year, we set about creating a new vision for the university, which will take us up to 2020, classic 2020 vision. And it's very much the cornerstone of that vision is transformation, because we seek to transform the university and how we structure it and where we locate it. We'll be transforming practice through the research and knowledge transfer that is undertaken in the university and how we can contribute to informing professions and industry as a result of that work. And we'll also be helping to transform this great city and our region more generally, and helping to make a contribution to the social, cultural and economic regeneration. And of course, our main mission is to transform our students. And as you cross this stage this morning to collect your certificate, you're very much the living embodiment of that transformation. Graduates, this is very much your day. It's a day when you can reflect on your time as a student, your experiences both in your studies and in your personal life over the last few years you've been with us. And it's a day to celebrate the things that you've learned and hopefully the friendships that you made. It very much is a day to really feel proud of yourselves for what you've achieved so far. And it's also a day, of course, to look forward Today is not just about the end of your studies, but it's also about the beginning of the next chapter of your lives. And as you move on to new things, of course, all of us on this platform are acutely aware of the many challenges that face you in what still is quite a challenging environment in which graduates go on to work. The job market still is tough, even in the health sector, which I know many of you will be working in. But I know, and many of my colleagues know, that you are prepared to meet those challenges, because as a result of the skills you now have are very much a product of your university's distinctive focus on professional practice. We set out not just to give you the knowledge in your subject, but also the practical and real-world experience. I'm very proud that BCU's focus as a university is on applied and practice-based forms of higher education. We believe that it's relevant not just to you, our students and graduates, but also relevant to the needs of professions, employers, and indeed the wider society. And of course, your experience has also been informed by the highly applied, often world-leading research and scholarly activity undertaken by many of our academic colleagues who taught you. They're very much practitioners as well, and your programs were co-designed by the professions, by the health service, by the very professional organisations that you are now part of. And so it is ensured that your provision is relevant. But also, you have worked in partnership with us to help shape your courses. You may not know this, but BCU is nationally recognised for its work that it does in partnership with students. And so what I'd like to do this morning is also to thank you for your tremendous contribution to the university community. You've helped us to, some cases, redesign, reshape, improve what we offer here in the university as a result of listening to your voice and listening to your experience. So this is a great opportunity not only to celebrate your success, but also to thank you for the amazing contribution you made to the university. This morning we're celebrating the success of students graduating from the Faculty of Health, including the Defence School of Healthcare Education. Perhaps more than any group of students in the university, many of you came to train for a very specific profession, and we're delighted that you chose us to train with. And of course, we're also incredibly proud to be the main provider of defence healthcare education, which is unique in the sector. And we're also now the largest provider of qualified staff to the NHS and social care professions here in the West Midlands region. And we're the only centre for programmes in speech and language therapy, diagnostic radiography and radiotherapy here in the West Midlands as well. And I know that many of you will be staying on to work in our region, which is fantastic. But also I know many will also be taking up appointments elsewhere. So wherever you go on to work within the service, we are very confident that you'll carry on the university's reputation with you throughout your careers. Last year was an incredibly busy year for the Faculty of Health. I'm sure you will know that. And I was particularly impressed by many of you who participated in the major incident simulation that we held back in March, which was a great event because it also gave you real experience of simulating a major incident, and it allowed you to work in partnership with the other emergency services and the NHS. And I think that's a good example of the commitment we make to giving you kind of real world live experiences as well as just theoretical knowledge. We're also committed to seeking out best practice wherever it is, and last year a cohort from the BSc radiography course all went out to Canada to observe practice in another healthcare system. And a group of staff and students undertook a 60-kilometre trek through Nepal in order to study and gain an insight of another healthcare system as well as a different culture, in order to understand and learn about the effects of altitude on the human body. And that really was going the extra mile as part of your studies. And the faculty has also continued to be in the forefront of supporting its students. In 2013-14, it became the first university faculty across the country to be awarded the Dyslexia Friendly Accreditation by the British Dyslexia Association because of its support that the faculty gives in such a supportive and cultural and environment of support for students with dyslexia. And that was a great achievement to be the first in the country. And the faculty has been very busy raising its profile on the national stage. Students from the BSc Speech and Language Therapy programme staged an incredible flash mob in the city centre last year as part of the National Giving Voice campaign, which really attracted ministerial attention, a great way to bring attention to the issues of speech and language. And several of our students were nationally recognised as well. Jonathan Kernahan, who was named 2014's Outstanding Student Nurse by the Cavell Nurses Trust, and Ayaz Mahmood and Jessica Byrne, who were both shortlisted for Student Nurse of the Year at the Student Nursing Times Awards for the mental health category. So certainly well done to them. Great acknowledgement for your position. And some of you, of course, became television stars last year. Our students featured both in the BBC's The Midwives TV programme and ITV's Student Nurses, Bedpans to Bandages. And both of these series were a great way of giving the public a glimpse of the challenges of nursing and midwifery in the 21st century. And also it showed the hard work and determination that goes into training of these professions. And it was a great way for you, our students, to show what you are capable of on national TV. So you're all stepping out today into a world of constant change, constant innovation. And even in the very health service professions that you're going into, there'll be constant change. In fact, some of the occupations in that profession probably haven't been invented yet. Such are the changes that are likely to take place over the next decade or so. But we're certainly confident that as a result of your studies with us, that not only will you have the subject knowledge, but you'll have the skills, the capabilities in order to adapt to this fast-changing world. And I'm sure many of you will help to invent some of the jobs, some of the new roles in the health professions in the future. So be confident too that the university will continue to be part of your life as you progress through your career. You'll always be part of the Birmingham City University community, and you'll be joining many other alumni who have gone on to do great things, and you'll be hearing a little bit of one of our alumni this morning. But many others have gone on to really shape the world in improving health and well-being, in boosting the economy, in managing the environment, unlocking creative genius. You'll be joining them in terms of what you go on to do. So it's really important that you keep in touch with us, that you tell us how your lives and your careers develop. Also, by being part of the Alumni Association, you can keep in touch with each other and see how your peers are doing. And I'm sure we will welcome many of you back in the future as a result of the great things that you go on to do. Graduates, I'm sure your successful studies will now stand you in great stead for whatever challenges face you in the future. And I'm sure you will move on with great success and a sense of achievement as you move into the next phase of your lives. And when you cross this stage this morning and you collect your certificate, have a look at on the coat of arms on the head of the certificate, because there we have our motto. The motto is Age Quod Agis, and that means do and be the best. And so as you move on to the next stage of your life, just think about that motto, and in some ways live that motto. Do and be the best. Enjoy the rest of the day. It's a very special day for you. Congratulations to you all, and the very best wishes for the next stages of your lives. Thank you very much. I now call upon the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences, Professor Ian Blair, to commence the presentation of award holders, and on the Chancellor to receive our graduates.
Chancellor, as Executive Dean, I present the students from the Faculty of Health who have qualified for the award of degrees, diplomas and certificates. I invite Lieutenant Colonel Joanne Palmer to present award holders from the Defence School of Healthcare Education.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Defence Healthcare Studies, Louise Claire Andrews. Tina Frances Salmon. Nikki Simpson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Defence Nursing Studies, John Andrew Cairns. Zoe Dawson Cooper. Sarah Ingledew Hartfelt. Molly Valerie Narunda. Diploma of Higher Education in Operating Department Practice, Catherine Carmichael. With distinction, Yasmin Eaton. With distinction, Philip Leddington. With distinction, Leanne Ridley. Ashley Stables. Natasha Michelle Thompson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, RN. With First Class Honours, Amy Louise DeLacy. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, Adult. With First Class Honours, Richard John Abraham. With First Class Honours, Jonathan David Barrett. With First Class Honours, Thomas James Bovington. With First Class Honours, Zoe Samantha Brand. With First Class Honours, Kate Calvert. With First Class Honours, Brent Stephen William Carter. Fiona Clark. Sally Patricia Clark. With First Class Honours, Rebecca Collins. With First Class Honours, Terence Andrew Cooling. With First Class Honours, Lehan Dodds. With First Class Honours, Jeremy Charles Dunn. With First Class Honours, Jade Elizabeth Fishburn. With First Class Honours, Carrie-Anne Franks. With First Class Honours, Hannah Rebecca Gaysford. With First Class Honours, Amy Louise Griffin. With First Class Honours, Jennifer Hannah Hain. With First Class Honours, Sophie Isabel Hogg. Libby Jones. With First Class Honours, Alice Lucy Kitely. With First Class Honours, Mia Ellen Lloyd. With First Class Honours, Joanne Sarah McAllister. With First Class Honours, Victoria Kate McGill. With First Class Honours, Drew Fionn Morning. Verity Jane Park. With First Class Honours, Bethany Victoria Powell. Timothy Ramdhari. With First Class Honours, Andrea Evelyn Snape. With First Class Honours, Nicola Susan Taylor. With First Class Honours, Craig Russell Wade. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing Mental Health. With First Class Honours, Claire Amy Bolton. With first class honours, Tanya Nikki Summit. Diploma of Higher Education in Nursing RN with distinction, Claire Louise Bailey. Gemma Burns. Janice Gwendolyn Carson. Richard DeLacy. With distinction, Danielle Catherine Jack. Kate Abigail Jackson. With distinction, Man Bahadu Limbu. Kerry Louise Stores. This concludes the presentation of awards from the Defence School of Healthcare Education.
I now invite Charlotte Burnside to the lectern to begin the presentation of award holders from the School of Applied and Public Health Professions.
Masters of Science in Advanced Practice, Catherine Dawn Lemon. Harminder Pual. Masters of Science in Advanced Practice Nursing, Karen Judith MacDonald. Carrie Stokes. Postgraduate Diploma in Health Development, Felistas Caroline Nakunda. Masters of Science in Health and Social Care, Rekha Devi Degal. Masters of Science in Health Promotion and Public Health, Rebecca Louise Orton. Masters of Science in Public Health, with distinction, Masheda Nessa. Postgraduate Diploma in Public Health, Bridget Masua. Omalad Ayambami Olieni. Postgraduate Diploma in Community Health Nursing, District Nursing, with distinction, Annette Geraldine Bird. With distinction, Lisa Ann Perrins. Postgraduate Diploma in Medical Ultrasound, Selena Megan. Wendy Ann Page. Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting. With distinction, Lisa Jane Alfredi. With distinction, Holly Marie Daniel. Valerie Patricia Downer. Faith Louise Hawthorne. Tina Gardner. Jennifer Susan Higton. With distinction, Jerome Daniel Hilton. Harminder Jutla. Elizabeth Kia. Angela Teresa Nyani. Nadia Sadiq. Charette Joyce Thompson-Rose. Postgraduate Certificate in Radiography, Computer Tomography Head Reporting, Andrea K. Garner. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Health Nursing, Community Mental Health Nursing. Surjit Kandal. Stuart Jason Moyle. Louise Stedman. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Health Nursing, District Nursing. Michelle Louise Bolter. Katie Dawson. Shirley Dennis. Elsa Dixon. With First Class Honours, Gail Diane Gray. With First Class Honours, Juliet Hakesley. Laura Ann Elizabeth Hubble. Miranda Jane Smith. With First Class Honours, Nicola Jane Stapleton. Keely Ann White. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Diagnostic Radiography. Sultana Begum. Memory Chabuka. Renika Chauhan. Keelia Christodoulou. Nicole Louise Evans. Christopher James Hay. Asaro Giagbon Igambadolo. Sarah Ann McKnight. Bayem Mahari. Lindani Mapofu. Shepherd Manjari. Celia Ann Rousel. Sidra Sharif. Kieran Sultana. Thomas William Wheeler. Pamela Wilson. Miret Zira. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare. Mariam Saba. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Wellbeing, Individuals and Communities. Rebecca Gemma Horsley. Mariam Waheed. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare. Fahara Begum. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Wellbeing, Nutrition Science. With First Class Honours, Heba Safdar. Angela Shahay. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting. Joan Ann Barber. Melanie Samantha Clark. Michelle Anita Cowan. With First Class Honours, Deborah Ann Delaney. Nicola Cheryl Demetrius. Kirsty Cherie Rosemary Godsall. Sally Graham. Fiona Harwood. Anne-Marie Elizabeth Hewlett-Lloyd. Sarah Louise Pierce Hughes. Kerry Charlotte Lippett. With first class honours, Claire Louise Murphy. Oriel Nometi Addo. Fazana Paveen. Yasmin Shakil. Louise Francesca Toner. Maido Afaya Mazbika Tensanoli. Janine Jacqueline Williams. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, School Nursing, Deborah Jane Morgan. This concludes the presentation of awards for community health and radiography programmes.
I invite Fiona Wilcox to the lectern to complete the presentation of award holders from the School of Allied and Public Health Professions.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Speech and Language Therapy, Bernadette Moira Clifford. Amelia Rose Collis. With first class honours, Charlotte Emily Crane. Antonia Gallagher. Sinead Claire Denise Kerr. Gemma Marie Lancaster. Georgia Leonie Pearson. Jack Anthony Quinn. Ravina Reniga. Rosa Carenza Deborah Thompson. Rebecca May Tyndall. Bachelor of Science in Health Studies in Communication, Anita Jane Elizabeth Corns. Leanne Hawkins. Certificate of Higher Education in Health Studies in Communication, Venetia Amarillo and Vernia Farrell. Diploma of Higher Education in Operating Department Practice, Ifra Abdul. Marsha Cherie Bell. Georgia May Bond. Rebecca Brennan. Christine Calderia. With distinction, Christian Deuce. With distinction, Laura Garbett. With distinction, Safia Haji. With distinction, Dominic Gerald Hassett. Sarah J. Hepburn. Matthew McAvoy. Stacey Louise McLaughlin. Khadija Maybran. Adam Carl Melvin. Natalie Morgan. Charlotte Emily Osborne. With distinction, Emma Louise Pierce. With distinction, Laura Faye Richards. With distinction, Rebecca Rubenis. Kerry Sharp. Peter Philip Shaw. Anja Smith. With distinction, Maria Louise Williams. Diploma of Higher Education in Paramedic Science, Darren Sabanuka. Elizabeth Davis. Daniel Thomas Forbes. With distinction, Alexander John Grange. Emily Harris. Claire Marie Loveridge. Anthony Mason. Cameron James McVitie. Wendy Ann Mitcham-Lines. James O'Brien. Stephen Paul Paffett. Amy Sidaway. Laura Elizabeth Tomlinson. George Joseph William Turner. Sophie Watson. Catherine Wellham. Certificate of Higher Education in Health and Social Care, Mammography. Paula Georgina Barlow. Melanie Aima Gabano. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care, Acute Care. Audrey Cohen. Chelsea Holden Cryer. Kathleen Marie Edwards. Catherine Lee Halliwell. Sasha Jacqueline Fiona Kelleher. Daniel Lewis Kirkham. Kerry-Ann McKendry. Jane Marie Morgan. Sipiwi Maureen Moyo. Lloyd Marufu. Anne-Marie Nelson. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care, Diagnostic Radiography. Claire Justine Fletcher. Fiona Ann Gardner. Russell Kilby. Donna Schwartz. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care, Long-Term Conditions. Trainee Karen Heather Smith. Foundation degree in Sciences in Health and Social Care, Mammography. Josephine Apaya. Foundation degree in Sciences in Rehabilitation Work, Visual Impairment. Cecilia Toole. This concludes the presentation of postgraduate and midwifery awards.
This completes the first presentation of awards to students from the Faculty of Health.
We are this morning delighted to be conferring the award of Doctor of the University on Ms. Gisela Stewart. I now call upon the University Orator to read the citation.
Chancellor, Lady Mayoress, Lord Lieutenant, Pro-Chancellors, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands. Today we confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University, honoris causa, on Gisela Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, you could say that members of the House of Commons have had a rather rough press recently, whether because of incidents involving bicycles, policemen and the P word, or expensive scandals involving second homes and even homes for the ducks. However, this rough publicity obscures a simple truth about MPs, which is that on the whole, they are motivated and strongly motivated by the desire to improve the fortunes of the country according to whatever ideology they may profess. And whether it is by defending our hospitals, by promoting equality of treatment for women, or simply by arguing the case for constant modernisation of our concepts of democracy, it would be hard to find someone who better embodies that strong motivation than Gisela Stewart, Member of Parliament for Birmingham Edgbaston since 1997. German by birth, Gisela Stewart completed her schooling in Bavaria before serving an apprenticeship in bookselling. In 1974, she swapped the shadowy recesses of Bavarian bookshops for the bright lights of Manchester, taking a business studies course before relocating to the even brighter lights of the West Midlands. From Worcester, she took the London University External LLB and lectured in law at Worcester College of Technology under the watchful eye of the legendary John Duddington. It was a good base for political ambition. At the European elections in 1994, she contested the seat for Worcester and South Warwickshire. Now, throughout this stage of her career, you sense a quality we would wish on all of our students here today. Restless ambition, certainly, but an equally restless drive for further education and self-improvement. And this saw her undertake research at another university in Birmingham into the situation of women under pensions law. In 1997, she was elected to the House of Commons as part of the great New Labour wave of optimism. She quickly proved her mettle as a tenacious idealist with a bookseller's eye for detail. After a year, she became Parliamentary Private Secretary to Paul Boateng at the Home Office, then Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State at the Department of Health, a period that crystallised the focus on health strategy she has brought so constructively to the hospitals of Birmingham. For 9 tumultuous years, covering the post-9/11 world, she served on the Foreign Affairs Committee, fine preparation for chairing the All-Parliamentary Group on International and Transatlantic Security, and her current membership of the Defence Select Committee. Ever engaged with improving the practice of democracy, she is also a loyal servant of democratic institutions, editor of the House of Commons magazine, and a member of the country's oldest political think tank, the Fabian Society. A great servant of our city, Gisela Stewart has nevertheless not stinted in critiquing the basis on which it is run, calling for new systems of governance to combat new economic realities. A born European, she brings the lawyer's forensic knack of identifying the flaws as well as the strengths of the EU. And that perhaps is the most powerful message worth conveying today as we confer an honorary degree upon a German-born woman who has become such a passionate advocate for our great city of Birmingham. Universities are international by nature. In ideas as much as in air miles, they cross borders. Their business is the world's as much as it is the region's. Their students are all, by default, international. And as we stand 100 days away from an election about borders, belonging, and ultimately identity, amongst other things, it is stirring indeed to have before us an example of someone who throughout her life has resisted the parochial, who has stepped from the shadows into the spotlight, who has declined the temptation to narrow her field of vision, who has, in short, upheld the best principles of a university education. So Chancellor, Lady Mayoress, Lord Lieutenant, Pro-Chancellors, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, it gives me great pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor to present for the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University, honoris causa, Gisela Stewart.
As Vice-Chancellor, I exercise the authority of the Academic Board and confer the award of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, on Gisela Stewart. I now invite the Chancellor to present the degree parchment and the commemorative medal. Well, that completes the conferment of the award of Doctor of the University honoris causa. I'm delighted that Gisela will be addressing the congregation a little bit later in the proceedings this morning. But now I invite again Professor Ian Blair to continue the presentation of award holders and the Chancellor to receive our students.
I invite Lisa Jessen to the lectern to begin the presentation of awards from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions.
Master of Science in Pain Management, Salim M. Amada Makhlouf. Postgraduate Certificate in Dimensions in Healthcare, Paediatric Intensive Care, Candy Yolanda Martin. Graduate Diploma in Nursing RN, Farida Kanam Chowdhury. Graduate Diploma in Midwifery, Kadan Ismail Mohammed Abdullahi. Nasra Musa Haji Mohammed. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dimensions in Healthcare, Mabel Marariri. Shala Najad. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Dimensions in Healthcare, Cancer Care, Emma Harlin. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Mental Health Studies, Adult Mental Health, Lynette Carol McGann Chandler. Bachelor of Science in Mental Health Studies, Child and Adolescent Mental Health, Craig George Phillips. Kieran Dick Kaur Gill. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, with First Class Honours, Abigail Allison. With First Class Honours, Celia Ullabust Almclay. Raquel Emma Thurza Bailey. With First Class Honours, Beverly Elizabeth Moore. Rachel Louise Barton. With First Class Honours, Samaya Beebe. With First Class Honours, Kayleigh June Brooks. With First Class Honours, Phoebe Amelia Broom. With First Class Honours, Erica Buckley. Chanel Karina Chin Hoyt. With First Class Honours, Annalise Cordner. With First Class Honours, Claire Laura Cushing. With First Class Honours, Emily Charlotte Davies. With First Class Honours, Tamsin Davies. Katie Ann Devereaux. With First Class Honours, Elizabeth Margaret Alice Duffy. With First Class Honours, Nicola Farmer. Laura Flanagan. Laura Abbey Glass. With First Class Honours, Laura Catherine Jackson. With First Class Honours, Alishiba Ashanti John. Denise Marie Jones. Hannah Ellen Jones. Michelle Claire Tracy Jones. With First Class Honours, Shauna Elise Kelly Alder. Rita Corey. With First Class Honours, Amy Shireen Landon. Sarah Louise Lane. Tony Ann Lee. Malvina Logan. With first class honours, Rochelle Kirscher Love. With first class honours, Amy Manning. With first class honours, Emma Shirley Masterton. Sarah Louise Maxwell. Jennifer McDade. With first class honours, Pip McKnight. With first class honours, Gemma Louise Morgan. Suzanne Nadir. Charlotte O'Doherty. With first class honours, Lucian Oldham. With first class honours, Sophie Alex Regan. Alice Jane Selby. Carrie Strati Simon. With first class honours, Amy Louise Smith. With first class honours, Eleanor Elizabeth Springer. With first class honours, Kelly Marie Stevens. With first class honours, Tracy Elizabeth Sutton. Gemma Tuck. With first class honours, Stephanie Elizabeth Vaughan. With first class honours, Amy Louise Williams. With first class honours, Hannah Williams. Holly Jane Wiltshire. With first class honours, Carla Young. This concludes the presentation of award holders from the School of Midwifery and Postgraduate Awards.
I invite Helen Holder to the lectern to complete the presentation of award holders from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions.
Bachelor of Science with Honours in Studies in Healthcare, Heidi Power. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing RN, Zoe Louise Chatwin. With first class honours, Catherine May Cruz. Lauren Helena Owen. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare, George Oko Titus Glover. Dorothy Chioma. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing Adult, Sauda Aboa. Noreen Akhtar Ahmed. Rahat Ahmed. Selina Akhtar. Daryl Deanne Allen-Gallen. Elizabeth Allen. Amy Louise Anderson. Sila Nicolene Armar. With first class honours, Salma Atlas. With first class honours, Sahira Azam. Lauren Jacqueline Baker. Tavia Barker. Hayley Marie Barnes. Sharon Akbor Beatty. Michael Benjamin. With first class honours, Enrica Bazanskite. With first class honours, Marianne Kathleen Brazier. With first class honours, Helena Marie Breen. Jane Bridger. With first class honours, Emma Claire Broom. Nosheen Zara Bukhari. Yama Bundu. Nicola Faye Burfitt. Jessica Leigh J. Carr. Molly Elizabeth Cartwright. Jade Causa. With first class honours, Elizabeth Amy Jemima Channing. Heidi Chin. Nicola Susan Connolly. Katie Cooper. Saratu Kulidiati. Jessica Annabelle Kernock. With first class honours, Maxine Elizabeth Davis. Katie Deans. Hiral Dipildilik Kumar Desai. Dua Defa. Siobhan Bethany Dolphin. Catherine May Doverman. With first class honours, Andrea Claire Driver Williams. With first class honours, Alice Mary Edge. Chenise Forrest. Evelyn Sibanal Gamba. Rebecca Louise Gibbs. Danielle Gilliver. With first class honours, Tendai Garonga. With first class honours, Harriet Goody. Ashley Grayson. Joanne Louise Hall. Kirsten Hamilton. With first class honours, Leonie Hampton. Jennifer Harris. Lauren Sophie Hayward. Susan Healy. With first class honours, Joanne Catherine Hall. Joanne Louise Hogan. With first class honours, Katie Amanda Hogan. With first class honours, Natalie Hollis. Mary Patricia Horetz. With first class honours, Nicole Winsome Hutchinson. Fazana Islam. With first class honours, Simran Kaur Jasal. With first class honours, Rebecca Johnson. With first class honours, Justine Joy Joatko. Irene Keggy. Joanne May Kemp. Maria Kershid. With first class honours, Emma Louise Kinahan. With first class honours, Mai Huang King. Nicola Knott. Catherine Coker. With first class honours, Emily Lidstone. Molly Elizabeth Light. With first class honours, Katie Susanna Lowe. Roisin Mahmood. Gadesha Devena McIntyre. Sabat Mia. Julie Morris. With first class honours, Susan Marie Morris. Callum Mott Gotterbeck. With first class honours, Hasvini Valerie Moyo. Nora Mary Murphy. With first class honours, Yasmin Mohammed Jama Musa. Musharat Nara. Jade Louise Neild. Warda Mardi Nair. Hazel Nyachawi. With first class honours, Tapiwa Nomsa Nyachawi. With first class honours, Gift Nyatsuro. Fiona Ann O'Riordan. Irene Achumba. With first class honours, Melissa Natalie Osborne. Sarah Ellen Price. Maria Yasin Rabani. Tracy Hannah Jane Richards. With first class honours, Louise Emily Roberts. Amy Natasha Rod. Chita Eladia Sauka. With first class honours, Tushar Shah. Gemma Sherrington. Kaian Singh. With first class honours, Laura Smallman. Elizabeth Ann Smith. Julie Ann Smith. With first class honours, Rachel Ann Smith. Bethany Stashquid. Roxanne Louise Taylor. With first class honours, Nellie Violet Thompson. Emily Thornton. Alison Turner. With first class honours, Sarah Ann Varga. Heather Walden. Georgia Holly Walker. With first class honours, Callum Warburton. Sarah Elizabeth Laidlaw Ward. Gemma Wasson. Jodie Maria Welsh. Colleen Laverne Williams. Nicola Williams. With first class honours, Nicola Alice Williams. Emma Louise Workman. With first class honours, Emily Jane Wynne. With first class honours, Saba Saleh Yafai. With first class honours, Chloe Jade Young. With first class honours, Henna Zulfikar. Bachelor of Science in Studies in Healthcare, Donna Aline. Dircha Charles Salon. Amina Mohammed Osman. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing Child. With first class honours, Sophie Adams. With first class honours, Shahida Akhtar. With first class honours, Rabia Noreen Ashfaq. Shauna Booth. Hannah Eleanor Bowers. With first class honours, Chloe Leandra Burton. Jessica Marie Chambers. With first class honours, Imogen Sarah Cook. With first class honours, Sarah Cornish. With first class honours, Melissa Hope Delbo. Michelle Simone Devlin. With first class honours, Julia Christabel Drake. Lana Durden. Amal Elmi. Zara Ann Frickerton. Catherine Mary Gabb. Emma Louise Gregory. With first class honours, Rachel Elizabeth Griffiths. Zoe Louise Guy. Sarah Hall. Karen Harden. With first class honours, Emma Harrison. With first class honours, Isla Hasty. Emily Hodges. With first class honours, Emily Diane Hooker. David Jones. Lewis George Jones. With first class honours, Nicola Charlotte King. Natalie Jane Little. With first class honours, Amy Rose Lobban. With first class honours, Rebecca McNeil. Claire Malarkey. Stacey Helen Mary Parsons. With first class honours, Heather Elizabeth Prescott. Nabisa Kozim. With first class honours, Ashley Adam Robinson. With first class honours, Lauren Ann Smith. Sophie Stratford. Natasha Leona Taylor. Naquiba Monique Thomas Hall. Rebecca Louise Tonks. With first class honours, Requea Khalida Valencia da Costa. Alice May Warburton. With first class honours, Bethan Yeomans. With first class honours, Wahida Zaman. Bachelor of Science with honours in Nursing, Learning Disabilities. Olawunmi Matareo Babalola. With first class honours, Sarah Blow. With first class honours, Rebecca Mary Gillett. With first class honours, Ross Andrew Ian Golightly. Catherine Coob. Sarah Paul. With first class honours, Michelle Faye Prosser. Bimbai Millicent Sasenga. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, Mental Health, Kim Adderley. Hannah Brooke Anderson Baker. With First Class Honours, Helen Biswas. Philippa Jane Bowes. Kelly Louise Brooks. Nobert Chikarima. Jade Cope. Leanne Eddington Lyon. With First Class Honours, Simon James Charles Farnworth. Jodie Colleen Fox. Victoria Kate Hawkins. Melissa Jukes. Lloyd Makanidzana. Cassius Mazirimbiri. Robert Douglas McCarthy. Erica Jane Podescu. With First Class Honours, Timothy Price. With First Class Honours, Nathan Paul Rivet. Crescent Rigasara. Joanna Wilson. With First Class Honours, Paris Tyler Wilson Johnson. Stephanie Emma Young. Certificate of Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare. Rakudzo Samantha Nyankanga. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Work. With First Class Honours, Mandeep Kaur Bathal. Teresa Chewa Fambira. Lauren Devlin. Jermaine Luke Gardner. With First Class Honours, Charlotte Jade Gordon. Ryan Howe. Ottilia Mazivanhanga. Natasha Murphy. Colleen Musai. Lorena Dawn Reed. Gemma Victoria Ranger. Monique Samuels. Lauren Sargentson. Diploma of Higher Education in Studies in Social Care. Emma Louise Follows. Katrina Iceland Gardner. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare. Sumra Araf. Thomas Allen Chalakum. Danielle Laura King. Claire Louise Lucas. John Holland Wright. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Adult Critical Care. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Adult Critical Care, Hira Begum Hock. Mehdi Tanajura. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Cardiac Care, Laura Grundy. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Coronary Care, Alayama Abraham. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Haematology, Sharon Mary Yates. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Paediatric Palliative Care, Jane Elizabeth Green. Bachelor of Science in Dimensions in Healthcare, Tissue Viability, Samantha Ann Johnson. Bachelor of Science in Mental Health Studies, Adult Mental Health, Kevin Davis. Bright Sibanda. Nika Monique Wright. Diploma of Higher Education in Nursing, RN, Daniela Louisa Anastasia Karatov. Amy Elizabeth Bailey. Katie Bailey. Leah Keisha Chantel Blades. Rose Marie Bogle. Rebecca Carol Boyle. Alexandra Alice Chandler. Gladys Chinyadze. Kirsty Alice Dunbar. Shamila Iqbal. Karen Lynette Mahebo. Katie Jade Manger. Joylene Morley. Sorcha Ann Davis Nestor. Rebecca Louise Smart. Nadia Smith. Certificate of Higher Education in Studies in Healthcare, Dawn Halton. Advanced Diploma in Professional Studies in Dimensions in Healthcare, Paul David Hawker. This concludes the presentation of award holders from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work Professions.
This completes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health. As Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences, I would like to extend my own congratulations to all of the university's graduates who are with us here today. Now that you've received your awards, you join a community of thousands of Birmingham City University alumni around the world. We will follow your careers with interest and look forward to celebrating your successes with you throughout your lives. Our alumni make a real difference across the globe in a variety of ways. The Birmingham City University Alumni of the Year award scheme recognises graduates whose achievements and contribution to the community have been outstanding. This month, the university has named 2 Alumni of the Year, and I am delighted to present one of them to you today. Raj Jamat completed her BSc Dimensions in Healthcare, and today we recognise her as one of our Alumni of the Year in the category of Community Engagement and Leadership. We have trained thousands of nurses here in Birmingham City University, and it often feels like we should be able to recognise all of you for the work that you do for your individual patients, for the times that you go above and beyond. However, occasionally somebody really stands out. Raj Jamat is a learning disability liaison nurse at Birmingham Children's Hospital. When she joined the team in 2009, she quickly realised that some families from the South Asian community didn't fully understand conditions such as autism and their children's specific needs. She set about to change that through producing a DVD in Punjabi to help families understand autism using local patients to help explain the condition. The DVD, approved by Autism West Midlands, led to national recognition, including a Nursing Standard Award. Raj was also highly commended in the Nursing Times Awards, shortlisted for the Nurse of the Year Award, and received a Queen's Nurse Award. Birmingham Children's Hospital itself also recognised her with an Innovation in Service Award, and most recently, Raj was finalist in the last year's BDO British Indian Awards. A passionate advocate for the needs of children with learning disabilities, Raj has identified a similar gap in understanding within the South Asian community about palliative care, and has now been asked by the Queen's Nursing Institute to write a chapter for their community nursing book on learning disabilities, admissions and discharge planning within the acute healthcare setting. Raj is still very much involved with the university. She delivers training for us on equality and diversity, and in turn works in partnership with us to provide life simulation and behaviour management training to staff at the hospital. Raj is working towards becoming a consultant nurse, and I have no doubt that she will continue to have a transformative effect not only on her individual patients' lives, but on the profession and on nursing practice. For this reason, I am delighted to name Raj as one of Birmingham City University's Alumni of the Year, and now invite the Chancellor to present the commemorative parchment. I now invite our Honorary Award recipient, Gisela Stewart MP, to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Lady Mayoress, Lord Lieutenant, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and if I may be allowed to name one of the guests here, and that may be Ed Doolan. It is a great honour to be awarded a doctorate. It's even a great honour to privilege to share such a joyful day with so many of you. And may I congratulate you who finished your degree and thank the friends and family members here today, because I bet without their help and support, you wouldn't be here today. It's a crucial stage of your life, and I'm sure your tutors will look with a sense of joy, a bit of apprehension at your progress. But I want to say a few things to you today, which you may not be very often told. But in years to come, I hope you will look back and just ever so often say, so that's what she was on about. And it's one of the things which we never teach, but we have to learn. And the first one of those is how to make mistakes. Because you will make mistakes. If you didn't make mistakes, you probably would never push the boat out. You would never try anything new. The real test of your mettle is what you do once you've made a mistake. And I'd like to suggest that at that point, the first thing you do is don't blame others. Look at yourself first. Then try and work out what went wrong. And at that point, try not to repeat it. Because there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. The real problem is if you repeat them. That's what's unforgivable. You work in an unforgiving environment. It's a bit like this very unforgiving hall here. It's great to be here to listen to musicians, but musicians will tell you that the acoustics in this hall are so perfect that the slightest mistake can be detected. You deal with people's lives, so the environment is unforgiving. The slightest mistakes have got huge consequences. But that distinction between trying new things, not being reckless, and learning from when things have gone wrong, is very important. First employer I ever worked in, that city you're not allowed to mention in Birmingham, I think it's called Manchester, he always said to me, I don't mind you trying things, but I'd be really grateful if you didn't bankrupt the company in the process. I hope I never did. The second lesson is one I learned when, as a health minister, I wanted to really discover what happens to a patient when they're going for surgery. And I asked the QE whether I could follow a patient literally from the moment they arrive to having a triple heart bypass operation to being discharged. And they allowed me to do that. And the person who was the surgeon was a man called Bruce Keogh, who I think will affect your lives in some stage or another, because he's now one of the most senior NHS directors. And I learned two things. One was, as you lie there on the operating table and someone just cut open your legs and the other person has cut open your rib cage, I understood why surgeons occasionally behave like God. Because at that moment, the slightest mistake would have enormous consequences. And I said to him afterwards, what is the real difference between a good surgeon and a truly brilliant surgeon? And what he said to me then, I want to pass on to you. Because he said, to know when not to do something. As you go on in life, you will very often be able to do things. But the real challenge is when you could, but you don't. Because in your judgment, it is not the right thing to do. And for all of you at this stage who think, what is she on about? I just say Twitter and Facebook. The number of people who think it's a very good idea to post something, and then the next morning it doesn't look such a good idea. That's the most everyday example. But in your professional careers, that judgment when not to do something is really, really important. And the third thing is that sometimes you really just don't yet know. Doesn't mean you're being undecisive, but you're in that very strange space where you don't yet know. Treasure that space, because that is just as important as when you do know. Give yourself to make the time to make judgments. Because in this university setting, you're taught facts, you work together, you learn. But what will make you truly great professionals is to know and to learn from something that hasn't quite worked out the way it should have done. To make that judgment when you could, but you know as a professional you shouldn't do it. And to occasionally pause before you make the decision. And then you will be truly great alumni. And will come back and look back at this college, at this university, look at this city as the place that made you. Because what I very much hope is that not only will you look back with affection to the time you've spent in Birmingham, one of my obsessions is that the graduates this city produces should also stay and work in this city. And you in the field where Birmingham excels, it used to be known as the city of 1,000 trades. I sometimes think whether now we shouldn't call it the city of 1,000 cures. Our hospitals, our universities, the research, all that goes on, makes it a truly remarkable place. But what makes the real difference is you. And I congratulate you and your families and the university on your achievements.
Thank you, Gisela. Your words are really great guidance to all of you today, and some fantastic lessons there for you to take forward with you. I must say, I always really enjoy the degree ceremonies of the Faculty of Health because they're often the warmest and friendliest. And again, you demonstrated that this morning. It was fantastic. It was great to see so many of your smiles as you reached this point and then cross the stage. Fantastic. And also great to see our military graduates in their splendid uniforms as well. And that was tremendous to see. And for those of you with the quite extraordinary shoes, congratulations on crossing the stage safely. I didn't see anybody trip up. Now, this is the final congregation ceremony for the class of 2014. We've had a great series over the course of the last year, and so therefore I'd just like to thank our Chancellor, the Lord Mayor, who has stood at 15 of these ceremonies and shaken over 6,000 hands. So thank you, Chancellor. And also I would like to take this opportunity to publicly acknowledge our Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Alex Stevenson. Alex has been the chair of our governing body and a member of the Board of Governors for many years now. He's been a fantastic champion for this university, unstinting in his support, and has helped guide it to what I hope you all agree has become an incredibly successful university. Alex retires from his role as Pro-Chancellor and Board of the Governors in April this year. And having presided over many of these congregations over many years, this in fact will be his last graduation ceremony in his role of Chair of Governors. So for his amazing contribution to Birmingham City University, can you please join me in thanking Alex? And finally, I now invite the Vice President of the Students' Union, Jenny Watkins, who will address the congregation on behalf of you, our graduates.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenny Watkins and I'm a representative from the Students' Union Executive. There are a whole host of people I would like to thank on behalf of the graduates and guests here today. First of all, I would like to start by thanking our Chancellor. Thank you for taking time out of your very demanding schedule to attend our ceremony today. We are very grateful to you for the interest you have shown in our achievements and for helping to make this a truly memorable occasion for all of us. I would also like to thank our honorary doctorate recipient, Ms. Gisela Stewart, for sharing some of her thoughts and experiences with us, and furthermore to congratulate Ms. Raj Jamat on her Alumni of the Year. Furthermore, our talented musicians from Birmingham Conservatoire, directed by Professor Chris Holding, have helped create a wonderful atmosphere for our special day. Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause. During our studies, we've been helped along the way by a huge number of academic and support staff. Our sincere thanks go to you all for your guidance, expertise and enthusiasm. But we must also recognise the encouragement and support that our family and friends have given us all in our student journeys. So in a moment, I will ask you all to stand, turn around and join me in giving them a well-deserved round of applause. Please stand. Graduation is a celebration of our achievement and marks the beginning of an amazing journey. As we leave Birmingham City University and begin the next phase of our lives, I hope that we all take away not just academic excellence and real-world experiences, but also many treasured memories, experiences and friendships. I send my warmest congratulations to everybody here today and wish you all every success in your future careers. I should now like to invite the Chancellor to close the ceremony. Thank you and well done.
I declare this congregation closed. We should be grateful if guests could stand while the stage procession and graduates now leave the hall. Thank you.
Thank you.